It's Felice, totally awake, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, then welcome. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Come on, let's get to 7K. Might as well, okay? All right, now y'all are on another coffee run with me. My husband actually just brought me some coffee, but then all three of my kids just sipping away like, what in the world? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go get me another one because I need my coffee, okay? I really don't need it. I don't have it every day, but I needed it today. I wanted it today, okay? Anyway, how y'all doing? Okay. I was looking at the Critical Thinkers the other night, and they posted some great news about ex-Bethelite elder on the Reddit. And yeah, a Bethelite is physically in, mentally out. He's totally awake, okay, but still trapped inside Bethel.
Okay, so let me just elaborate more on the PIMO person, one that is physically in but mentally out. This can be a real entrapment for most people because in their minds, they know that it's all a lie. They are totally awake, yet due to their circumstances, they are unable to leave. Many stay simply because they do not want to be shunned and have all of their family and their loved ones that they've ever known stripped away from them. And for someone that works at Bethel for free, it's even harder for them to think about leaving because they're going into a world where they have no money and possibly no family to turn to because they're being shunned by them all.
And, I always think that, those awake, that come out from Bethel and, tell their story, that have experience in Bethel, I always think, those are really powerful testimonies because it's like, wait a minute, you was at the house of God and you actually got to see, the house of God, because all the kingdom halls are supposed to be Jehovah's house, right? But then you got the house of God at the Bethel facility, at the Watchtower headquarters, the Jehovah's Witness headquarters. And, you really get to see inside, how things really operate. And a lot of people find out the same thing, just like Raymond Franz, okay? He said it was ran like a corporation, and that's the same thing that this elder brother brought out, that it's run like a corporation. It's run by men. It doesn't have God's backing, and I just felt like what he was saying was so similar to what Raymond Franz was saying as well. Like, these are just men, a room full of men making decisions on what they feel. And that's really sad because it does change people's lives. It does ruin people's lives. It has murdered people, with their different doctrines and things that they believe, the rules that they set. So I just thought it was really interesting. I know that they were saying that he wanted people, activists, to share and let people know that people on the inside, they know what's going on, okay? It's a lot of people right there at the supposed house of God that know about, the CSA that y'all covering up, okay? People are hurting kids and y'all are allowing the predators to get away with it because there is no second witness. They know about this, okay? They finding out about it. You want to say it's the apostate lies? They finding out it's not apostate lies. The apostate's telling the truth. And it's just such an amazing feeling. It really is. Like, even right now talking about it, it gives me butterflies. But I'm also just so happy that more and more people are waking up, and more people, in higher ranks, okay, people at Bethel are waking up because, like I said, those testimonies are very powerful. It's like, what more proof do you need? I'm at the house of God, so, and then it's going around like people not knowing if this is real, if this is really his story, like this is an apostate of faking. And it's just like, why would We don't have to go through those lengths, okay? It's BS, and everybody everywhere, even at the house of Bethel, at the house of God, even the Bethelites are finding out that it's all some BS. Okay, I'm not gonna pain y'all and stuff with my order this time, so I'm just gonna edit it out. Hold on a second. Yeah, like I was saying, we don't have to. You don't have to search very far. You know what I'm saying? It's just a Google away. You know, Google them, Google them, Google them, wiki them, wiki them, wiki them. JW. Facts.com. It's only giving you Facts.com. Yeah, man, it don't take much. It's just a click of a button away. And it's shocking what people find, but they can't deny that their findings are accurate, you know? It's irrefutable. No matter how bad somebody may have wanted the paradise to be exactly what the Jehovah's Witnesses taught them it was going to be, and how you get there, that's how you get there. When you start, thank you. So that's really good news. And I think that more and more people are going to wake up, you know? The Watchtower, they think they so slick after they sit up there and made those stupid comments talking about that these are the last of the last days, right before the last days
of deadly plague. So the events unfolding around us are making clearer than ever that we're living in the final part of the last days, undoubtedly the final part of the final part of the last days, shortly before the last day of the last days.
Like, just looking so silly lit. Just so silly lit, okay? But they think they slick, though, because they just gonna ease people back into the hall. Yeah, y'all go back in the hall. Make people think it's a paradise on earth right there. Look, all you back with all your brothers and sisters. Oh, my goodness, Jehovah, this is paradise on earth. You know, not even thinking that, wait a minute, they just lied to us again. They just lied to us again, talking about these the last of the last of the last days. You know, making us think that this about to come within the next few months. And it didn't, you know? And it's just crazy because I think about even right before the pandemic, I think in 2019, weren't they saying that was the last memorial? Come on, y'all that's been in the Exjw community a while. Wasn't they saying that? Like right before the pandemic, this is the last memorial. They always got some stupid prediction going on. And it's like, I don't understand how people continuously follow them at this point. Like, y'all are being duped. Wake up. So now they're going back out in field service. Years ago, my mom was telling me, my Jehovah's Witness mom was telling me how, oh yeah, the preaching work, it's been shown how the preaching work has been done, you know, and preaching all the inhabited earth, which I always would question her on. How do you know that it's, you know, Watchtower magazines have been, you know, y'all have tried to pass those out every single place. Like, I know that they're banned in some areas, whereas though you can't try to leave them a magazine or something. So those people really didn't get a fair chance. So, you know, but she would still be like, yeah, we've preached in all lands. We're just waiting now. So why are y'all preaching then? Why are y'all taking no risk, because it's still COVID out here, and setting up your little carts, you know, letting people come up to you without no mask on? Because a lot of places where they didn't lift a lot of the restrictions they had as far as wearing masks and things like that, but it's still people out here that have COVID, so you can still catch it. So, I mean, but you putting yourselves at risk. You know, you guys, I just don't understand, like, how is this, like, not another 1975? And if you don't know what happened in 1975, Google that too, okay? The Jehovah's Witnesses said, in so many words, that the end was coming. They commended people for selling their homes, everything. You know, they had their little slogan, stay alive to 75. And I remember my aunt telling me about that. That's another thing. Some of the things that I relearned in the ex-Jehovah's Witness community, it just ring bells. Like, man, that's not the first time I heard this. But it just, you know, really, I think about some of the first seeds that was planted, though, was by my own family. Like I already told y'all, you know, I was back there with my grandma laying on her big pillow, and she's telling me about, yeah, a lot of people thought the end was coming in 1975. And I rose up like, well, why would they think that? You know, and, you know, well, people had their own opinions and was running with no, the literature insinuated that. And that's why they thought that. Like, they didn't just pull this stuff out of their behind. And that's the same thing with 2020. You know, this whole pandemic, like, they said that this was the end. But yet, they got y'all back at the Kingdom Hall, okay? When you was on the Zoom memorial and when you was on Zoom, period, having the meeting, I know at one point, the Jehovah's Witnesses, I know that y'all didn't think that y'all would ever go back into the hall. So, but now y'all going back into the hall. Why are y'all not in paradise? Because you were lied to. Because they don't know when the end coming, and they need to stop predicting when it may come. Because what does the scripture say about the false prophets? Not to listen to them, right? They are speaking presumptuously. Don't be afraid do not fear them. Let alone follow them. Come on. So, you know, I just think this is really exciting news, and I'm looking forward to a lot more stories. His story actually made me go ahead and open the Reddit app, because when you try to Google that stuff, and because I was just trying to, you know, pull up some stuff and see what I could find. It didn't let me bring up a lot of stuff on Google. I had to, like, open the app or whatever. So I did that. And I looked at the story a little bit, and I know I'll look at it more by the time I try to edit this and put a picture up of something, because, I mean, he had proof that he was from the inside. You know, he posted their lunch, I believe, for this week, June 13th, I believe was the date. And he also posted an intranet building. And, you know, nobody is allowed right now on Bethel grounds, so you know it had to be from somebody that's inside right now, which, like I said, it's not hard to believe that people waking up. It's plenty of Bethelites that have woken up, you know. And, you know, I just think it's more and more interesting the closer they are to the governing body, the writing department, you know, and just the people that's really, really getting the inside scoop that can come out and tell some real stories that's going to really move a lot of people to realize that, hey, this is nothing but a man-made cult. This is nothing but, this is not ran by God at all. So, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. And yeah, but let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. And I'm gonna talk to you soon. All right, make sure to give the video a like, subscribe,